How's everyone doing? This is Coach Phil Austin with Fullerton College. On here with my guy Nick again. Appreciate you having me back to talk some ball, give me something to do. Once again, Fullerton College, Southern California. Today I'm going to talk about some 3x1 stuff. I got about 20 clips for you guys today. Talk about just how we match up to it. And different ways that we attack the run and adjust based off formation. Everything we do is pretty much based off of man and based off splits and formation. And we basically have like an auto coverage, a check with me coverage where we can make a basic auto call and our kids can check each side of the field. Mike Backer is going to go to the final three or wherever the three receivers are. So his job is the same no matter what. Then each safety on either side will make their call based off what their look is. So if there's a single receiver and the next number two is in the backfield, if his number two is a run guy, he's going to be more catch technique standing at around 10. Like on this side, he has a slot receiver. We might have another call there, a palms call or a cover 4 call, cover 2 call, however you guys want to do it. It's really up to you. But so this is our 3x1 stuff. We make sure every time, any route, any concept, any formation, we want to make sure we have somebody responsible vertical for every route or every eligible receiver. So our corners in our cover 2, which is kind of a soft cover 2. It's not a outside technique, jam the guy inside and sink and just play zone. Like I said before, everything we do is based off man principles. So we may be in cover 2, which is a 2 deep, but if you run 4 verticals on us, we're going to look like cover 4. Corners are going to take the verticals. Now, if corner's still reading inside, so here our corner's going to take that as long as 2 doesn't break out. Once he breaks out, we're going to do a squat and read type of technique where we're going to get our butt to the sideline, open up, and now we're reading the quarterback, playing, high to low, shuffling down. So we want to cap every route. So as long as someone breaks off and he's only got one vertical threat, he can hand that off to his safety. So our safeties here now on the cover, on the 3 side, we have a tight end trips here or tray, or I don't know how you guys call it. I just usually go 3x1, 2x2 and call it a day. So on 3x1 tight end now, so we'll have our backside safety, we'll take 3 vertical. We'll show some position over on this side so we don't just give you that, one-on-one look. If the quarterback lines up and he sees our backside safety way over here and staring at number 3, then he already knows he's got one-on-one backside. The main thing you want to do, though, first and foremost, before you do any of this type of stuff you're going to see today, is you need a dude at corner. You got to at least have one guy that you feel you can match up one-on-one against the best player on any team. And we usually have that. So we like to lock. We play a lot of man. We play a lot of zero. So if you can't play man, if you can't lock up, you're just going to get picked on backside on 3x1. So here we go. I'll just talk you guys through it. Excuse my allergies. So right now, ooh, that's loud. So right now, they're playing our safeties. So if his 3 is a tight end here, I want him more catch technique standing there right around 10 yards so he could help on run support. This safety right here. All right, he's reading his tight end. He can see through right now. He's got pullers coming. His tight end is actually pulling. So he needs to be showing up. All right, so he doesn't have that vertical threat anymore. So once his 3 blocks, right, it could be a pass block, and that he can read through the offensive line. I was real good at that when I was a player, being able to read the offensive line, see pullers and stuff like that. These safeties these days, They struggle enough just learning the coverages, let alone trying to learn what's going on inside this box. But if your guy's pulling, that's a pretty good indicator. This is Deshaun coming up from the safety position, adding some support here. Corner coming off of his guy, making a hit. Deshaun played at Youngstown State. Great player for us. And that's Tim Gordon signed with Memphis. Horrible block, but good job not engaging right here. Too much green grass here. Slip and stack, come up and pop them. One of my favorite guys. I love pissing him off. There's an end zone view. You'll see his 3 is the tight end who's actually pulling. We don't need him on this side. He took some false steps there, but you got to see pullers. I know our linebackers are lined up, jacked up. Don't get me started on that. It's a whole nother meeting. But just secondary play, we get that added run support. If you can't hit, you can't play for me. I don't care if you're playing corner, safety. You got to be physical. It's a physical game. All right, here's another look that we use sometimes against 3-by-1. Sometimes what we'll do, this is our cover 2. Same rules apply here. We have all our guys capped off, all the receivers capped off. The only difference is we're sending our Mike here. So this guy has a tough job. He takes the first inside route that comes, he's going to take. So he's basically, this backer here is basically a wall. He's walling 3 right now. He's sitting inside to take away that hot route, looking for inside breaking routes, but he's really got to play 3-2, all right, 3-2 here because he doesn't have help from the mic. So he's in a tough bind. So we're playing from depth here, but they're really just going to kind of stand there and be able to adjust. We're expecting maybe a hot route. He's going to see blitz. Any quick throw, we need to be able to at least make a tackle here in the secondary. So our Mike backer goes. He takes the first inside. Backer here is going to take the first inside breaking route. It is a little risky. All right, we get all verts, right? That's a problem. All right, we got all verts. So you notice our backside safety, Clef here, just played in the Madden Bowl. Good player on the field and on the sticks. Clef the God. Shout out to Clef out in Florida, one of the smartest players I've ever had. Now he's playing a deep catch, which he loved to do because he could see everything and he can stand flat-footed and break in any direction. So if the quarterback was able to read this and throw hot to 3, our linebacker does a pretty decent job. He'll be there. You see, he'll kind of just be floating over there. You see that? He'll break on that, so everyone's capped off. Backside over here, we get a double move against D'Angelo Ross. He's on the Patriots right now. So I got a guy out there. Probably one of the best players I ever coached. And the guy blitzing wasn't too bad either, Justin Parcells. You guys keep sleeping on these little guys. State player of the year right there, 5'10", jumping over people. He ended up signing with San Jose State, had to medically retire. Montre Bonner. This was our 2016 team, probably one of the best teams we've ever had. We actually lost this game, to be honest. Got about 270 yards in penalties. That happens in Orange County, Mission Viejo. All right, what we got? Orange Coast. All right, so here are our rules again. So 3-by-1, if he has a tight end as your number 3, I need him standing there, catch technique. All right, he's got to be able to play 3 to X. Over here, all right, we're eliminating him. We're not worried about 3 unless he does a corner route and comes into his area over here to the 3 side. I don't like our cover 2 is soft, so our corners will turn and run if they get verticals here, they'll turn and run. So our safety has to be able to play almost 2-to-1. Always take away the inside routes first, because a corner, sometimes he's anticipating. He may be in a trail technique as he is here. Now, anytime you get a switch release here, so now the number 1 receiver is becoming number 2, and number 2 is becoming number 1. All right, once you get a switch release like that, we should just switch off on it and take them. So our corner is in a bail position, press bail. He should be running with that, but our safety does a good job being able to play 2-to-1. Now, he's pedaling a little too slow, and now he's getting his hips all turned around. All right, so he needs to get depth early so he can settle down and be more relaxed back there and be able to play 2-to-1. You see, he's playing over the top of 2. All right, he gets turned around, but then he wheels over. Bad angle, should have got the pick, but at least got his hands on it. But you got to make sure right off the bat, you got to tell Clef, don't show this right away. Don't give it away. So show some presence over here. You know, don't leave my man stranded by himself. But that's D'Angelo Ross. You know, he played for the Patriots. We leave Ross on anybody. This guy probably had a hard time down here. Yep, getting choked out over on the sideline. But now our safety here, he'll play these seam routes is what they like. Backer does a good job taking away the seam type throw. You want that thrown over his head right to us. Same thing with our slot backer here. He's going to get underneath the new 2. All right, take away those straight line passes. Make him throw it over in the air like that, and then we have a shot at it. We should have picked that. Can't do everything perfectly. Our end zone view is more for our linemen. Some favoritism here. But that was Deshaun again. Young Deshaun. All right, what we got here? We got Cerritos. All right, they're 3-by-1. All right, they're back. 3-by-1 back is strong. All right, so you got potential of 4 strong. All right, so 4 guys on one side of the field. All right, now your backside wheel backer is going to have to get involved and take the first crosser. All right, Mike is still working here. Outside backer or nickel should be still working the 2. All right, backside 3-by-1. Always expect to the boundary, especially if he's cheating too much over here, this guy. All right, to the boundary, always expect one-on-one, little quick hitches, slants. But now with the backer, usually would have to take the back man. So Coach Demetrius Martin, who's now at Colorado, had always told me in all zones, everything is box and lock. So it's almost like a zone side here where we got a box, you know, two over the top, 2 underneath. And then on the lock side, we're pretty much locked. Your wheel backer is going to have that back out, and your corner is going to have this X receiver. So, okay, I remember what I wanted to show. So this is the rule here. So the corner here is going to get bubble. All right, I don't want him shooting that. Now it's a squat and read. All right, so squat, read. Is he trying to block you? All right, is the quarterback trying to throw it? What's going on? All right, so squat and read. He should be getting width now. All right, you're a deep defender, so you're bubbles and all that. This guy's playing fakes. He doesn't jump that. All right, when you're deep, you're deep. You're still working over here. He's still reading his 3, but his 3 is a bigger type tight end guy. All right, so he may be slower out. All right, if you have fast guys, you're quicker out. That's the guys that you're relating to. So bubble, squat, and read. All right, come up and miss a tackle. That's a D1 back he's trying to tackle. Young Fish here, true freshman. Ended up signing with Alabama State as a true freshman. Qualifier, great young man. Jacob Jones getting blocked up. That usually doesn't happen. The reason why I wanted to show this clip is something that you always got to pay attention to. All right, this backside corner here has been having, some issues getting on the field. I think this is week 3. He's a true freshman, came from a state championship team in Virginia, great player. But he was on scout team, was working his way up. And I remember I noticed this clip. And I said, you know what? I can tell that you want to play. Watch the backside pursuit and just how he finishes off this play. That's a run away from him. He's hustling all the way across the field here and puts on a big – that just shows me he's trying to get active, right? To me, that stands out as a backside corner. This guy to hustle all the way across the field and just the effort he puts in to trying to hit this running back. I think the running back's at Oklahoma now. Good player. But that's great effort. Jones, I'm probably cussing him out right there. But those are the things you need to pay attention to when you're watching film. How many of your guys just got that hunt in them? You can kind of see them turning on a little bit late here. But to me, I needed to give that guy an opportunity. And it paid off. He ended up being first team all-conference as a freshman, signed with the University of Louisiana. All right, now, Taj, I love him, 37 here. One of the most talented playmakers we've ever had around here. But Taj kind of, goes by his own beat. He one of my first rules is when you know, you go. And then Taj just shut me out after that. The good thing about Taj is he knows quite often. So on teach tape, he's wrong a lot of the times, but damn, he makes some nice plays. All right, so here we'll see some safety support, I believe. Yes. All right, so again, what's your formation? Who are you relating to? Your 2 is a fast guy. This is College of the Canyons. They're fast. So he should be 12, working to 14 by the snap or easing back. I needed some momentum going backward by the snap to get your depth to be able to play 2-1. Now, your 3 is who you're relating to. You have 3 vertical, which is a tight end, a big guy, not much of a vertical threat. So I need him more 10 yards, standing there, catch technique, ready to come downhill on run, or be able to play the hole if it's play action, something like that. But you'll still have him look 3 to help backside. Now, you tell your backside corner you're locked. You don't tell him that he's getting help. He potentially could get help, but he's just playing man coverage. Depending on if his 3 is a tight end, he's not going to be able to help you on streaks, but he might be able to get underneath on posts and be able to help you on digs and curls and stuff like that. But if the 3 is a fast guy and he's detached, you can't expect to get much help, but you could possibly get post help. But you don't tell the corner that. You just let him work, and if he gets help, he gets help. So he decided to come up and press. So he's not going to be much on run support. This Kari Henley from Memphis. Reading the run here, coming downhill. Put your face on him. Corners coming up. That's a young Xavier Steele, I believe. So add that extra hat. We got to be real careful. My guys like to hit people in the face, and refs like to call that. But we can't help it if guys already falling down. We hitting. That's just what we do. All right, here's College of the Canyons, 3x1. You got a back, showing empty. All right, but he's just there to block. That's a fast dude, though. All right, so we always anticipate rollout here. But backside, all right, you're 3, all right, way over here. I like him showing here, but if his 3 starts to head vertical, then he needs to start to either weave over or start to open up and get there. Now, everyone's different. Some guys are better at weaving. Other guys are better at just open. If they're slower, they're like strong safety type, they're a lot easier just opening up into a back pedal or open it up and just play with their hips turned like that. You got to be able to get your players to play at the top, the best that they can do. Some guys are better at certain things than others. Now, we've been showing all day that we're playing backside three. I mean, he's giving it away here right now. But we've had man coverage backside. They've been picking on it. So now there's communication between the safeties where he's going to be able to play three because right now they've run a lot of three vertical, but keeping three close to this hash to really pull our safety over. So we make adjustments on the bench. You know, our safeties come up. They always have to talk when we come off the field, always have to talk and communicate. What are you seeing? All right. So if he'll tell me, coach, I can stay with three and play 3-2 because they're running right next to each other. So if he can do that, he should cheat it and then come back over. But he kind of gives it away. The quarterback, I don't know what he was reading, but we get a gift here. He read it, you know, but he's still in a position where he's deep enough where he can still play almost in between here. But great job high pointing it. That's Cameron Powell. Another great player for us. Got caught in the double move. But that's something you can see as a backside safety 3x1. All right. As you're reading through here, you could see, if he could see that pump fake here, then you could get going. Now, if he pump fakes it over here to the left side and then throws a seam on the right side, then God bless him. But usually if these quarterbacks, if my guys will read the quarterback initially, and if he's just staring down over here, then, you know, be a football player. Go get it. When you know, you go. But you could play games with him back here. He's reading you, right? So you could shuffle over this way and then take off, or show like you way over here and then just take off at the snap to go help here. Get creative. That's why I don't mind showing you guys this stuff. You might want to show all your offensive coordinator buddies and, oh, this is what they doing at Fullerton. Let's stop it. You can't, because I'm going to adjust again at halftime, adjust on the sideline, on timeout. We'll change everything. As long as your kids know the concepts and what we're doing and how you're attacking them, and you explain to them how you're attacking them, then it's a lot easier to adjust, right? So we're going to stay adjusted. So this is 2016. You know, what we do now in, 2019, 2020 is different. It's evolved because these offensive coordinators start to pick up what you're doing, and then they start changing up. So it's a constant battle. So no, don't just always go backside on 3x1. We will be there. You'll see his eyes. He's looking there the whole time. And he pump fake. So Cam was very smart player, super smart. Could be a coach. All right, so now you got 2x2, motion to 3x1. You got to have communication here to know, because there's different ways we could play 3x1. This is our typical cover 2, 3x1 adjustment. We could run more of a cover 3 with a lock on one of the corners on the outside. A lot of different ways to do it. We're a cover 2, cover 4, palms cover team. Other teams are more one high, man, cover 1, cover 3 teams. So we try to keep our cover 2 shell, and then we'll rock and roll from there if we're doing something different. So now we got motion going across 2x2 to 3x1. Good communication here. Everyone's talking. All right, he tries to squeeze that in there. You don't do that to Jacob Jones, Idaho State. That's easy. But also, too, when first people I recruit are defensive linemen, pass rushers, you get some pressure on the quarterback. He's got to make quick decisions. He can't come off his read, and he throws it right to Jones. But that linebacker really could have picked that. You see he's rocking and rolling a 3, his new 3. We got our Cougar, our nickel playing 2. But a seam shot like that, our linebacker should get. If he throws it over his head, our safety's there. Jones showing over here. Good communication. You got to use his arms in his back pedal. But it's more park there. Not very good. Okay, back 3x1. Back is strong. So you know you're really by yourself backside. But like I said, you got to have a guy. If you want to be able to play your backside safety on 3, you need to have a corner. This is Taj. And there's different ways you can do this backside too. You could just play regular off man, just one-on-one, back pedal, turn and go. You can press, you can catch, where you're just squatting on them. So we got 3rd and 10 here. And this is a great pick by Taj, backside of 3x1. You're getting all verts. So 3, now you got a bubble up top. So once you get that bubble, watch the corner. The corner will squat and read. All right, now he can squat because on this bubble, now there's only 2 vertical threats. How many safeties are working over the top? 2, right? So now he can squat and read. He can get hands on if he wants to take a shot on this guy. If he gets an out route or something like that, on a flood concept, he can break down and try to pick it. Or if he throws, you got to read the quarterback. If he throws this bubble, now he can react, all right, and come bring it back, make the tackle. So on that bubble, backside safety is going to start to widen to get to 1, all right? And now, since his 3 bubbled, he's going to get width to 2. So 3 bubble, he's going to work to that side. Because I got Taj over here. Leave Taj alone. But Taj gets help. Why? 4 strong. All right. Outside backer has the back. If the back stays in and blocks, especially if he's over there, he's not a threat to your side. All right. If he stays in and blocks, now you got an underneath defender to help out. But we don't count on that, right? So this is a great pick by Taj. Just want to show that off. One hand. But the coverage on the other side was great as well. So we could fit that in there. But like I said, Taj, super talented. You will see Taj next year at Charlotte. Signed with Southern Miss and just grad transferred, but he's a special one. He's fun to watch. All right, now we got 3x1 again, 10 personnel. Like Lou Spanos, old DC, Lou Spanos say 10 people. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. But 10 personnel. You got tight splits between 2 and 3. Now, also, too, we got to do a better job disguising. So when we run so much 0, we got to show that, too. So here's what happens when you don't do your job. So bubble, what happens here? Squat and read, he reads that, he goes. When you're underneath defender and you see something, you go, you shoot, you got help over the top. All right, 5 here, his homeboy, should be playing over the top, looking to 1. All right, 1 does a good job showing block, but bad eyes. You're not making that tackle anyway. So this is a triangle route that we discuss all the time. Well, he stays in blocks, but usually you have 2 verticals. So we have play side safety, backside safety. Should be playing verticals. We should have corner coming up, backer coming up, Mike backer filling, D lineman chasing. All right, we got all them people. You got deep, you stay deep. All right, you're not making this play. stay here. So they get us, but we got lucky. But you still getting cussed out when you come to the sideline and on film study. But teams try this stuff on us all the time. I hate it when it's even open. I want them to earn it. You're going to have to march the field and earn it. All right, we got rollout. Now, this was an interesting concept. So this is a route that is almost a beater to our 3x1 stuff. So watch how they run this flood route. All right. Typically you'll have, 3 on the short out, 2 on the intermediate, and 1 clear out. Right. Now they're going to do a bench where he's going to come sit down and be the flat defender. He's going to sail to pull the safety, and then he runs a deep corner, and the quarterback put it on the money. Usually you're not going to get Jacob Jones on something like this. But ideally, let me talk through it. All right, here on that hitch, that's a squat and read for him. All right, a hitch route by 1 is a squat and read. You're playing between 1 and 2 on this corner. All right. Now he's just doing his job. Typically he has 2 vertical, 2's running a corner route. He should go, right? But this is more of a sail, right? So he should sit in between these 2, right? And now he should come get with and then get eyes to the quarterback. Now quarterback fit it in. So now this is a long way to go for this guy here, right? So he needs to get here and split, open up, and be able to play. Just like this guy's going to be able to play between him and him, right? This guy needs to be able to play in between him and him. So he should be sitting here over the top, seeing the throw. He should be chasing like he is. But on rollout 2, everyone should be moving in that direction. But gave him a good stem here, good route. Good route, so they got us there. Good throw, good catch. They still didn't get in the end zone. All right, here's 2x2. I put this in. I know it's not a 3x1 route, but I want to talk about something that we do every day at practice. All right. When we get an interception, we're to the crib. All right. We practice it. So if we're in 7-on-7, if we're in a team period and we get an interception, the other corner and safety, whoever's on that side or whoever picks it or whoever runs down with them, we run it all the way to the end zone. All right. Dave Robinson, our D-line coach, screamed at me for 3 years to get guys to go near sideline. So we get a pick, we take it near sideline. Now our defense, these guys, they take so much pride in this. When we get the ball, it looks like sideline punt return, like a old school sideline return, where everyone's just running down and blocking and excited for their guys. So here it is. So here's our cover 2. Our corner gets his butt to the sideline, sinks, reads it off. He called it too. He told our safety that he's going to take it if he runs that corner. He said, sit inside. I got you. Picks it. All right. Now, we need to head near sideline. Remember my corner I was talking about earlier, now he's a starter, right? First team all-conference now. Same effort, though. Watch backside corner. Let me just show the play first. All right. I'll tell everybody. But as you see, we're hitting near sideline, backside corner coming all the way across, leading the way. My safety out here, getting blocks. Beautiful thing to see. Of course, Taj is going to showboat because that's Taj. But also watch this. This is our defensive end, Montre Bonner, signed with University of Memphis. Was a defensive player of the year, state player of the year. Watch his effort and watch what he does on the interception. This is what makes players great. The buy-in. Look at the sideline return. Cole McCarty. Watch Montre here. Hey, like he's setting up a wall, right? He's setting up the wall. This is a pick. We got the wall coming. Come on, watch it. Yeah, that's the quarterback. We got to get the quarterback. We get a pick, boy, you better send your quarterback to the sideline. We're going to knock his head off. Look at this. Look at everyone blocking. This is beautiful. See, we do that. Go on and celebrate. I'll take the 15-yard penalty. All right, and go saddleback again. Here's 4 strong. All right, when they do this, they got an advantage. You got to get everybody moving. All right, Will Backer needs to be moving. Mike Backer needs to be moving. You should be gone already. He needs to be gone already. All right. Now, this is still a squat and read situation for our corner. Take that off. So he's reading it. He's going to shoot. Get hands on, dish rag, come up and make the tackle. Now, we practice this every day. Hat hands here, dish rag, pull yourself through, make a tackle. That's D'Angelo Ross. That's why he's in the NFL. It's a good job disguising here. Showing 0. That was their 0 check. You know, we got to have guys hunting. Ross, strong little dude. But that's one thing. Your corners, you got to be able to get off blocks, know when to engage with the receiver, know when to slip and stack. That's where you give a head and shoulder fake, get over the top and stack them, know when to shoot inside. All right, it's 20 personnel. Now, 20 personnel for us is a simple check. A lot of these teams that run this fast motion, all right, if I get a fast motion to the 2 receiver side, we're playing it 3-by-1. We get a fast motion to the single side, we're playing it 2-by-2. Easy breezy. So this is 3 now basically running and out where he'll squat and read. And if he squats and read, he's over the top in the middle. So they run switch, right? So typical triangle route, saddleback. They run switch here, where this guy's coming inside, this guy's going outside. It looks so pretty. Cute, we call it. So still a triangle route. All right, so our corner has help over the top. So he's squatting, reading. He sees the quarterback throw it. He now plays like how a linebacker would on number 2 and number 3. Make sure that ball is thrown in the air. All right, now Ross was 5'8", so he got a lot of balls thrown in the air on him. But our safety is over the top, so the quarterback's reading this as he got beat. Oh, he's jumping that. I got him. He pumped it. He got him, right? Pumped it. Oh, I got Ross. Wrong. You got Clef back there, the Madden Bowl champion. Easy pick. Throws it right to us. But good job by Ross, trusting the technique. Shouldn't even have no clips on here because we lost that game. But backside, you can see what the quarterback's looking at. See what I say. He knows that's 3-by-1. He's working over there. Got to catch him too. You know, I mean, I went through this film. We done dropped so many picks. Good disguise here. This looks like man. Maybe man free. But that's Javon Burris. Hoping he gets picked up. Had great season at McNeese, over 100 tackles. Defensive player of the week about 4-5 times. All right, so backside here, if our corner, Tim Gordon, doesn't get an out route, he's got to stay with one. Now, he's got to play a little bit tighter than that. But safety here will play over 2. Number 3 goes underneath. We're good to go because we have Ross. This is more of our catch technique, backside. All right. He's anticipating something short. All right. Get hands on vertical. Fight through the hands. You see, he does not turn around because he's 5'8" going against a 6'3" guy. You got to play hands. You're not going to get a lot of picks in those situations. That was a good receiver. I think he was like 27 years old or something. You know? Yeah, we're going to hit your quarterback. Hope he's okay. All right, here we go, Southwestern. Okay, so this safety here, Corey, there's a backstory to this. All right, so 2 plays before this, Southwestern had a great running back. They do every year. But they ran a sweep this way, right, and on 3-by-1, ran a sweep right at Corey. He was a free hitter, and the running back ran through him. He tackled him, but, you know, is on their sideline, so they, you know, talking and yelling and screaming. And, you know, Corey, it's in his head right now. He wants him. He's like, please, they coming back over here because he was open. They going to run it right back at me. All right. So he still has 3 vertical, right? But he's thinking they're going to run it. He's scared right now. So they get us. He's playing linebacker right now. He got a long way to go, right? And once 3 goes out, he's supposed to be over 2. So he's really got a long way to go. Now, this flood concept was unique. All right. 3 went out. All right. 1 kind of went vertical, but he kind of sat down and slowed down. So he was that sail route. It was 1. So now our corner should squat in between 3 on the out and 1 jogging up the field. Our safety here should be over the top of 1. He should be over the top of 2. Long way to go. But Troy Leffigitt Jr., one of my favorites. He's at Utah State, had 100 tackles last year. Probably be drafted after this next year. He saw 2 vertical, and he just ended up taking them. That's Kari's guy. So this dude's wide open. And that's how you get cussed out. But, you know, you got to have a short memory, Kari. They're not running the ball at you here. He's got to get there. He's got to get there. Good route concept. They always coming up with cool stuff. Then I get a hold of it, and it's done. All right, here's 3-by-1. Now we're getting the same type of concept, except we're playing it correctly. It's still a triangle route, underneath with 2 verticals. Whether this one's slow or fast, it's the same concept. All right, now on rollout, our linebacker can come off and play that out route. Or our corner squatting and reading, he's supposed to take away seam. After he does that, he can go. Now this guy can go. That's Caleb Johnson. He'll be at UCLA. He's at UCLA right now. They wanted targeting. We're sorry. All we did was hit him hard. Didn't try to hit him in his head on purpose. It'd be like that sometimes. I love Southwestern camera angles. Got a great stadium. You see Caleb down there. He's big, fast, strong, angry. All right, here's 20 personnel. I don't know why I showed this, but Troy coming up hitting. It's not 3-by-1, but same concept. All right, you're playing your side. Who's your 2? All right, so we got 20 personnel, so we're going to run our regular cover 2 over here. Backside, we can do all different type of stuff with a single receiver. Usually give a lock call, so now our safety could come up on run support. His 2 is a back, so he should be catch technique, ready to come downhill, because his job is too vertical. If he's a running back, it's hard, for that guy to get vertical. So we're expecting him to block or do something underneath. So he's an active safety here. Shuffle, come downhill. I think we hit him in the head again. But yeah, we did. We should get thrown out of the game more often. All right, now we got a motion to 3-by-1. Already showing the out, right? 2-by-2. He's swinging. All right, we should get a squat and read. Both safeties working. Great job by Troy. Dropped the ball. All right. But he played this perfect. Look, he locked his corner. His three's bubbling, and now he's looking for 2. This safety should be working the 1. He's working the 2. All right, we should have picked this. Linebacker was horrible, Caleb. Don't tell him I said that. He's really strong. And Troy's in great position. Drops the ball, sprinted all the way to the sideline. Save your energy, son. We need it on the next play. But good job adjusting here. He saw it. He read it. Just dropped it. It was a bad throw, actually. If the quarterback made a better throw, we probably would have picked it. All right. This is Ventura, one of my favorite. We got a nub safety here. Nub, no wide receiver, just a tight end, right? A lot of times, I'm just going to send this corner. And I'll tell linebacker, hey, cover, and come off the edge. Because usually they're going to run the ball over here, maybe a rollout. Your corner can chase that down. I know Steele last year had 2 sacks. I just said, when you know you go, you got a nub, tell the linebacker cover. If it's zone, just go. All right. This is Troy, backside. This is the first play of the game against Ventura, who was number 1 in the country. Troy Leffiget Jr. started the game off. Wow. Knocked his skull off right there. But you notice backside safety on run support. His 3's a big guy. He kind of runs a hitch, sees the run, comes up and thumps him. Wish he had a better camera angle. But it was loud, too. All right, what we got here? Squat and read. Sometimes you get lucky. All right. Squat and read, read it, jump it. Ball gets tipped. Almost get a penalty there. Take it to the crib. All right, and Ventura got us on this one. Similar to the route we saw earlier. So now he's influencing everyone on this route. You got the sail with that backside post corner. It was nasty. And they got us again. Similar route concept we talked about before. Backside safety shouldn't have been flat-footed right there, right? And this guy should be able to open up and see that. Tough concept. They got us on that one. Should have had a touchdown, but no, they ended up going to state championship game this year, but lost to us. So that was dirty. They got us. Backside safety, that's your guy vertical. You got to take that, right? And then we're hoping to get some help from play side. If you're over the top, you should be able to look through quarterback and see that. You should know he's not running a post on rollout. If he runs a post on rollout and the quarterback throws it to that backside corner, God bless him. All right. That was my last clip, but I cannot end it on Ventura scoring a touchdown on us. I hate them. But anyway, here's Mount Sac. This is our cover 2 when we lock our corners, right? So all it is cover 4. So now our linebackers have to be able to chase flats. They know that they're not going to get the corner jumping out anymore. And the safeties will help chase on that too. So safeties are playing tighter. That's Peter Kazibaway. Texas A&M Commerce, great young man. He's kind of a nickel backer, safety type of guy. Gets a pick, goes to the crib, near sideline. All right, that's all I got for you today. Just a little 3x1 action. If you guys need to contact me, please do. I'm on Twitter, Coach Phil Austin, PhilaUstin. You can reach me through email, paustin@fullcall, FULLCOLL.edu. If you got any questions or want to know anything about technique, I got a lot of time on my hands right now. Just teaching online remote. So I'm home. This is the office. Appreciate you guys having me. Thanks, Nick, for bringing me back on. Love to do some more. And I've been watching a lot of your other guys. You have some great stuff on there. Make sure you guys check out all of Nick's videos. He's doing a great job. So appreciate you guys. Best of luck to you. Deuces.